You're not going to reward a franchise when you have a history of ratings that continue to go down. Chris, if there was any television show on television, okay, and the ratings are consistently going down, is the network going to say, oh, let's have a spinoff of that show? Do you people really believe that TNT and TBS is looking at this and says, you know what, we need to give these guys another 2 hours? Why is nobody talking about, bro, Tony Khan is buying the television time.
Yeah.
Period. End of story. This is a billionaire. Money is not an object, and he is paying TBS and TNT more money than they could make in advertising for those shows. So can we just get that out in the open? Because with their track records, no network is going to give them another show. He's buying the airtime, but nobody's talking about that, bro.
Is that a strong assumption and gut feeling, or is that like a legitimate thing?
Bro, that's 1,000% legitimate. If you look at the track record of the two shows on those networks, you're not going to reward them with a third show.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, Vince. Like, how does that make sense? Because you worked in television, and so you know this. Like, if they're not turning a profit with Rampage, how are they getting another show?
He's paying for it, bro. It's the old WGN, bro. They used to be wrestling on WGN. Used to pay for the time. There were networks where you paid. He's paying them, bro. I'm telling you, if anybody goes back and looks at the numbers and the history with AEW and that network, no way are they getting rewarded in another 2 hours.
Is he hoping to get that back from ad revenue from the show?
Bro, I don't think he cares about getting it back.
Really?
I think this maniac, bro, you know what I think this maniac's goal is? Because there was another article today. I was reading, and this was the headline of the article, and there was a big picture of Tony Khan, greasy face and all. And here was the headline, EC3. You ready, Chris?
Yeah.
Tony Khan never imagined that another wrestling company could challenge the WWE. What wrestling company is that, bro? Bro, that's his whole thing, Chris. That's his whole thing. He's buying these hours of television time, actually believing that he can overtake the WWE. This isn't about making money. The dude's a billionaire, bro.
Vince, along those lines, do you think he's trying to cosplay WCW as some type of hope and wish that at least he can have some type of the residuals from the 83 weeks in hopes that Collision can beat NXT?
Whatever he has to do, bro, whatever he has to do. These are the things nobody talk. I talk about these things because I worked with television executives. I was working with freaking USA Network a year ago. I was having conversations with those running USA Network. You're not going to reward a franchise when you have a history of ratings that continue to go down. Chris, if there was any television show on television, okay, and the ratings are consistently going down, is the network going to say, oh, let's have a spinoff of that show?
From a business point, no, they're going to get canceled.
Of course, bro.
Two guys, a girl, and a pizza place is tanking. We need a spinoff of The Neighbors.
Exactly. I mean, come on, bro. This is common sense, man. This is common sense.
I agree. Yeah. EC3, you have some thoughts on that?
Oh, man, I like to let him cook. Let him cook. Let Vinny Root.
And then, Chris, and then on top of that, they got the All Access show. Bro, can I tell you what's going to happen?
It's a lot.
He's going to wind up buying the network.
I was going to say it's going to be a network something. I was thinking.
I'm telling you, he's going to wind up buying that network. I'm telling you, bro.
I can see that.
Like if money's not a object, is that what he said? Money's not an object. what would be the business of buying the television time? Because if you're not going to make it back, but if it doesn't matter, if it's in the red and it's a write-off for Pops, like I get it. How did that work out for TNA though? Let's not forget, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Say that about just about anything.
Yes, indeed.
History, including to this modern day. The one thing I would say about a show on a Saturday night, I feel networks always had this impression that wrestling will have this baseline no matter what. So real prime time, like a Wednesday, a Thursday, they don't need to be there. So like we'll throw the wrestling on a Saturday, 250,000 is better than, a rerun of, I don't know, Ant-Man, but I don't know if it is. So that
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
Back in the day. I think I don't even think they'll get $250K for Collision. Like they were supposed to make them like a C show type of deal. Like that was originally the plan. They were supposed to make it a C show. Like that was the plan initially, and then the Punk stuff started to rumble, and they talked to TNT wanted to make it bigger than that, and so that's when the CM Punk rumor came as far as him kind of spearheading the show.
I mean, if I have a $5 million guy on my roster, I'm probably going to put him on a television show. That would just be silly not to.
Yeah, that would be smart.
If I just had, I'm like, what if? Like, we can all say, what if we had all this money? I mean, if I was inheriting billions of dollars, I'd probably build, programs to help, the youth, like misguided youth, like build some sort of leadership program or, some sort of like, family unit kind of thing. I don't know. I do something productive, a charity for firemen or cats that lost their legs. I just something with some value and purpose. But wrestling's cool too.
It's entertainment.